My name is Thomas, and I would like to tell you about how I survived being homeless. It starts way back when I was a juvenile. I was a bad boy growing up. I got into a lot of trouble. Got put in juvenile hall, sent to a group home till I was 18. In the group home we had to learn how to hike a lot. We went to Zion National Park. I hiked the John Muir Trail. It took us 30 days in the wilderness with just the food on our backs. We learned how to fish for our own food, purify our own water, make our own camps to sleep in. Through the rain, snow, and everything, we hiked 134 miles in 30 days. We learned teamwork and endurance and survival skills. I remember we woke up one morning and they're getting ready to hike 12 miles, and this kid Jason said, "I ain't doing it today." Well, that's not going to work, because if we didn't, we're stuck and not going to die out here. I wasn't ready to die that day, so I told him, "If you don't get up, we're all going to beat you up, because I want to live." After we felt bad, I helped him carry some of his heavy stuff like his food and his water and his sleeping gear, and we pushed through it as a team. I turned 18 and got thrown into the streets with nowhere to live and no money or food or no help from family, because I burned all my bridges with them. That's when I came up with this idea called compounds. They're like compounds. What they are little camps around town, different spots set up. Each one had a tent, food, water, sleeping gear. The best thing about compounds is they would all be camouflaged and unseeable to the normal eye. I had a system of rules that I went and never broke. Rule number 1, I would not let anybody see me or follow me there, and sometimes it took me forever because there's always someone watching. Rule number 2, I would never leave any trash, because that causes complaining and the one time snooping around. Rule number 3, I never left once I got there. I was prepared to stay all night and leave in the morning when no one was awake. Rule number 4, try to be as quiet as possible. I had these camps spread out all the way across town in different spots. The reason why is because I was tired of going over to so-called friends' house, and as soon as I got what they needed from me, drugs of course, they would say, "Yeah, you gotta go," and make up some stupid reason why I had to leave, even if it was raining, snowing, or hailing. So I said screw it, started investing my time in these compounds. I have them all to this day. If you need food and don't have a job, I suggest you go to the food banks. When you run out, make friends with employees at restaurants. I used to go by the dumpsters at Little Caesars at 9 o'clock every night, and they would be throwing away like 10 pizzas sometimes, which was plenty of food for you and someone else if they needed it. Because like they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if you're out there and you're homeless, don't just sit around and freeze to death. Get off your butt and start making your own home out of basically nothing. Thank you for listening to my story. T out.